Doggett bowls the first ball of the second day, runs it and bowls short inevitably, and paddles it away into the leg side as a fumble there, but a misfield. Right, he's ready for start. Here he comes now, and he bowls to him outside the off-stump. What a wonderful shot! A beautiful flashing square drive from Jofra Archer.
Whoa.
Wide, pitched up, and he's just leant into that. Wonderful stroke. And that'll silence a few Australians. They're going, hang on a minute. Archer goes to 38.
It's a shot.
That was a terrific shot. It's opened the face of the bat. His right knee was so low, it was almost on the ground. He got himself right down and guided that. It wasn't even a flourish. He just drove it and then held the pose. Doggett runs in again, and Archer's pulled him hard down into the leg side. In fact, that was a chance. It's gone down. He's caught it.
What a catch that is.
He has caught it. That went hard down to deep backward square leg. It's a diving catch. It looked for a moment there as if something had popped out. Maybe it was his sunglasses that came off his cap that deceived me there. It was Labuschagne, he's got such good hands. And that was hit hard by Archer. Out to deep backward square leg. It went quickly. And Labuschagne has managed to dive low to his right.
Great catch.
Pulled off a really very good catch indeed there. And Archer's out for 38. I wouldn't mind seeing that again because he hit it hard. One of those again, I have to be honest, with a pink ball, it's sometimes quite hard to see. But Labuschagne has dived there, full length.
Brilliant.
Low to his right. He's caught that round about, well, a full stretch anyway. Really good catch. And it's the divot, that's what deceived me. The divot he's left behind, I thought was the ball that he had dropped. Anyway, Joe Root walks off. He's showing his back to the crowd. An outstanding innings. 138 not out, stands head and shoulders above every other contribution. Zach Crawley played nicely for his 74, but that 100 coming in to face the 16th ball of the match for England's number 4 and main batsman was
pressure.
It really was pressure, and he soaked it up. He gave one, well, basically uncatchable chance to second slip low down as he first came in, but well, there we are. Doggett got his wicket in the end. Thrashed out to deep backward square leg.
Right, we've got 3 slips of gully, square cover or a backward point, and there's no one between point and mid-off. So a big gap there in the offside. A mid-wicket and a mid-on and a fine leg. The sun is beaming down. It's 2:20 in the afternoon, and here is Archer to bowl to Head. First ball of Australia's innings, and Head gets a rather tame delivery down the leg side and stays inside the line of it, and it's collected by Jamie Smith away to his right hand side. Atkinson bowls, and that's forced away. It's a nice looking shot. First runs for Australia, down to deep third, allowing the ball to come to him and forcing it away, finding the gap, safely played. So Australia underway in the 4th over.
Atkinson in again. Weatherald drives once again beautifully through the offside. Square of the wicket this time. It's being pursued in vain. 3rd boundary in the over. Really good stuff this from Weatherald. Atkinson just over pitching, just searching a bit more since he's come around the wicket. He's searching for those stumps, and in doing so, he's just giving Weatherald balls to hit. 30 without loss. Archer in. Oh, now then, edge, not dropped. Oh, he's dropped it. It was an absolutely brilliant piece of bowling from Archer, who's been threatening to get the edge of Head's bat for the last 15 minutes, and he is in despair at that because it was a tricky catch, yes, in a way, away to his left for Jamie Smith, but he's gone at it with hard hands. It's bounced out of those hands, wasn't far from slip, taking it on the rebound. It's a brilliant ball. It's a thick edge. It's nearly gone to both Root and Brook in the slips, but Head has survived on 3, and how big a moment is that going to be? It's just gone through the webbing of the gloves.
I think that got big on him too. Came quicker, the extra bounce.
Well, what a moment. Weatherall crouches low and now slaps this up and over backward point and down to the boundary for 4. Signalled 4 by Will Jacks. Got plenty of elevation on it. And Weatherald, how many boundaries is that now? He got 3 in the last Atkinson over. He's picked up another one there.
That's his 6th
4 in his 27 runs, 4 fours in the last 7 balls that he's faced.
First one off Archer, first boundary off Archer today. Say after a first rather wayward over. He's had Head in all sorts of bother. He should have taken his wicket.
Here's Cass running in hard, bowls, and Head slaps him for 4. He only bounced once before going over the boundary. Deep backward point. He has lent back, bit of width from Cass. And that scything shot is like a rapier as he swings his arms. Slaps the ball high from Cass, who's coming in to try it again, running in willingly. He bowls, and he's done it again. This time over third man. That might well have gone for 6. It has gone for 6. The crowd certainly were up for that. Flew over the boundary. Again, it's that bit of width, but it doesn't need much. It's trouble with Head because he is quite leg side of the ball. He doesn't need a lot of width.
I'm not against, I guess. If they're going to go over the wicket, bowling into channel to Travis Head with 2 fielders out, one at cover point on the boundary, one at third on the boundary. I've seen him get caught out down there so many times.
Cass again runs in, bowls, and Head hits him away in the air. Hasn't quite got the power on it this time though, and that shouldn't go for 4. They've taken 2. They'll come back for the third. Here they come. The throw comes whistling into JB Smith. Crowd loving this. They really are. And Australia playing England at their own game. 50 for no wicket from 10. The opening batsman here cutting loose. Weatherald 29. Travis Head 17. Stokes again runs up. Bowls, and that's slapped hard for 4. God, Weatherald looks a different player, doesn't he, from Perth? He must have picked up some confidence there. And he's enjoying himself now. Again, the left-hander feeding on any width that he gets.
It's just
taking
length.
it on, yeah.
Just that back of a length that's just bouncing nicely for these shots to be played.
58 for no wicket, and Weatherald's on 33. In comes Cass, bowls shot. Oh, it's brilliantly played. 6 over fine third man, a short ball, and Weatherald has just leant back and allowed that to run off the face of the bat. I mean, there used to be a limited overs white ball shot, but you see it increasingly now in Test cricket. Just that ramp shot is guiding the ball over slips. Normally, I mean, back in the day, you'd have seen the batsmen just sway out of the way of that, but they don't anymore. They take it on.
I think it's a really sensible shot. Trying to play the pull shot sometimes is awkward. You're playing that shot, you're staying side on, you're swaying out the way, you're just kind of using the pace of the ball.
Yep. Here's Stokes round the wicket, runs in, bowls, and Head flicks him for 4. He takes the aerial route again, hits it in the air between mid-on and mid-wicket. Plundering runs here.
Cass bowls. And it's miscued straight up in the air. He should be caught down to wide mid-on. He is. A total miscue. And Travis Head is on his way after trying to play one of those whippy onside shots. It just bounced on him a little bit. And Atkinson running around down there at mid-on has taken a catch. That's a relief for England because they were being taken by the sword. 1 for 77 in the 14th over. And Head is out. You'll be pleased to hear. Head is out.
Well, that's huge. That really is a massive wicket. He'd been playing a couple of these to Ben Stokes. And he just tried to play a little bit too square. Good catch from Gus Atkinson. They're not easy. Went pretty high into the blue sky. And he steadied himself and took a really good catch. Oh, England needed that.
Stokes charges in and he lets it go. It's that Flicky's pad. He's got this fine line judgment about balls near the off stump and going over the off stump. And again, as he's been doing a lot in his recent Test career, he plays almost posthumously at the ball. He allows it to go at the last moment. That time he dragged it down towards his off stump. Cass bowls again, and on the back foot he flashes it for 4. Down through the gully. It may have been a little streaky, but it had plenty on it, and it went into a gap between the slips and gully, and for 4. So he's got himself to 6 with that back cut.
It's going to be Bryden Cass meanwhile to bowl to Weatherald. Round the wicket, bowls to Weatherald, he nudges it for 4. Down to fine leg, taking that off his hip. Nothing Archer can do about that either. So the boundaries continue to flow, and Australia move to 96 for 1. And Weatherald to 45.
Just to finish on Labuschagne coming into this test in his last 17 matches, he'd averaged just 26 with 8 50s and no hundreds, averaged just under 31 in his last 29 tests before that having had a run of 25 matches from when he came into the side during the Lord's Test in 2019 as Smith's concussion replacement, in which he'd averaged 67.
Weatherald 45 not out, better than a run of ball, goes up and over. This is heading out towards the boundary. One banks for 4. There is a fielder down there, Will Jacks, but it was to his right. Superbly played by Weatherald. Australia's 100 is up. It was the upper guide, really. It wasn't really a cut shot, it was just lifting it over the slip cordon. He's on to 49. 100 for 1. And we're only in the 18th over. Cass. Knees pumping, up to the crease and bowls, and pulled away. There's his half century. It's only a single towards deep square leg. He's hit that well. I'm going to come back for a second, but that would have been very risky. Just take the one. And there is a half century for Jake Weatherald in very good time. 45 balls. Not a bad way to bring up your first half century in Test cricket. Counter-attacking against the new ball. He gets a hug from Labuschagne on this warm afternoon. We normally get a hug for a century, don't you? Not for a half century, but it's a milestone for Jake Weatherald.
Yeah, 45 balls, 1 6 and 9 fours, just his third innings in Test cricket, and that is the 4th fastest 50 by an Australian opener against England. Travis Head's 36 ball 50 in the first Test was the 2nd fastest. 101
for 1, Labuschagne on strike. Cass leaps and bowls to him. That's helped on its way into the leg side, and that's 4 as well. This time to the left of Jacks on the fine leg boundary. So the runs really are coming. And this is the sort of cricket we're used to from England, but Australia playing with great surety. 105 for 1, short from Carson, just help round the corner.
It's not short enough though. If he's going to go short, that's a bit of a nothing delivery from Cass. It just comes up around just above hip height. It's always going to get pulled into the leg side. There's only one fielder out there. You want him driving.
Cass has gone for 41. This is the last ball, his 5th over. That's full, that's driven. More runs through extra cover. It's 4 more. England really are being hammered here.
The 17.
The boundary count is rising. So Cass now has gone for 45 from 5 overs. Labuschagne's already 25 not out. Stokes bowls to him. An appeal from behind for LBW. There's Labuschagne trying to flick that into the leg side, but it looked far too high. Stokes is not interested. Goes to backward square leg. Leg by signalled by umpire Shafadullah, and that's the 50 partnership. 2nd of the innings. First stand worth 77. Between Head and Weatherald before Head lofted one into the onside. A missed cue off Cass. Almost an England style dismissal actually from Travis Head out for 33. Atkinson bowls a loose drive there from Labuschagne, inside edge, and it went away into the onside. He was looking to hit that through the offside. It went into the onside towards short fine leg.
No, it actually hit him in the pad and went between his legs and the stumps, or between his legs it went, so not too far away.
Atkinson bowls to Weatherald. He cuts and finds the gap. Might be the first boundary after lunch. Being chased down. The ball wins. There we go. Another 4 to Australia. It's taken them 20 minutes to score one after the interval. And the normal service resumed. 141 for 1. And Weatherald goes to 68.
Archer in, cut beautifully away past the diving gully down to the boundary for 4. A little bit of width from Archer, and he's got on top of that Weatherald.
England have been giving him a few options.
The danger might be the one that pops on him, but we haven't seen that more than once as he clips this away. As he's hit on the pad, he's given out. Well, and that looks absolutely plumb. That's hit him full on the boot, and he's just walking away. He knows that's out. It's hit him in front of middle and off. It was fast as searing Yorker. Weatherald looking to turn the ball into the onside, and that's done for him. And England have got their breakthrough. Australia 146 for 2. Weatherald goes for 72.
Yeah, no, the key there, Archer didn't even turn around when he appealed there. He just ran through. It was absolutely dead. Yeah, you got Labuschagne running down to Weatherald just to check. But, is it outside the line? No, that looks...
It's a painful blow. It's right on the foot. It might, when we see the ball tracking, it might be maybe umpire's call
coming around the wicket.
Yeah,
there's always a little, but...
And now we get the pantomime boos. So this is where you can find out how many England fans are here. And it's a great sight, this, because...
Geez, they're clutching at straws, aren't they? They're going back there.
Oh, it's absurd. I mean, you've got the English fans giving Smith stick, and in response, all the Aussie fans dressed in their yellow are all standing up in support of their, captain. He's captain again, his former captain. He's captain again now, Steve Smith, who's done enormous damage to English hopes over the years, and he's coming out the bat.
Here's Archer again, bowls, and Labuschagne goes to the hook shot. He's in the air, but safe, and 6. Just to the right of the fielder. I think it was quite where he intended. It was a bit top edgy, but it's gone for 6. 161 for 2. Labuschagne to 41, and at that moment, Ben Stokes returns to the field.
Yeah, a little bit too leg side, wasn't he? He was having to sort of follow it around, and even though it was a bit top edgy, it was always going to be finer of fine leg. 6 runs. Now, do you save Archer now? How many's he bowled?
6 since lunch, bowled a 5 over opening spell as well, so 11 in total. Labuschagne had scored 8 off his previous 29 balls since lunch before that. 6.
166 for 2. In goes Carse again, and that's tucked away into the leg side. Chase here for the fielder running back. It's Atkinson, and the ball running on. No, he's had a go at bringing it back in, trying to flick it back and missed. Much to the delight of all those Australians there, just yards from him, shouting and yelling and signalling fours.
Beautiful piece of timing.
Yeah, it's a fine shot.
Yeah, just picked his gap, let the ball come to him, and just really beautifully timed through mid-wicket. Really, not much effort really from the wrists or the arms. Just a flick right out the middle.
Like middle and off.
Yeah, I mean, so
a bit wide at mid on.
Yeah.
Archer bowls to him. He's just paddled that around the corner for 4. Up around the hip. Archer again. It's just the wrong line.
Cast bowls, and that is short, and it's pulled away by Labuschagne off the top edge, and it's gone down to the boundary for 4. Well, that was interesting.
50.
It's half century for Labuschagne with that stroke. And belatedly he realises it, as he was wondering what on earth happened there with the top edge. But he's reached a half century from how many balls? Looked a pretty quick one for Labuschagne.
From 67 balls, 7 fours and a 6. His 36th 50-plus score in Tests, 11 centuries amongst those, but just 1 in his last 29 Tests.
So the ball's been sorted out. Stokes is bowling, and the sun really has dipped now. Stokes moves in to bowl in the shadows, and he bowls outside the off stump. There's an appeal for a catch behind. England want this, and he's given. Labuschagne caught low down. Stokes has done it. He's made the breakthrough. Labuschagne walks off, and England jubilant with that dismissal. Stokes was leaping around, beseeching the umpire to give it out. Labuschagne has not reviewed it. He's walking off, and England have their 3rd wicket.
Well, England can't believe it, because it's a poor stroke. It's just a channel ball, just length. He's just trying to kind of flick it through the offside. And England have been gifted a couple, actually. Travis said caught mid on, and now Labuschagne, who was looking set on 65, playing beautifully. That is a huge wicket for England.
Labuschagne 65, scores 196 for 3, and the new batter, who is Cameron Green, in at number 5, comes in that odd light, that sort of in between day and night. We can see the upper section away to our left is still in sunshine, but the rest of the ground is in shadow, and obviously the lights are on now, and we can see the foreshadows being cast by the players.
Just I mentioned Jamie Smith. That's a big catch for him. It was relatively straightforward down to his right, but when you've dropped one early off Travis' head, that's a big catch and a huge breakthrough.
It took a long time for the umpire to give it out, didn't it? England were leaping around. Stokes was appealing belligerently. Come on, give it out. It may have been that the umpire was just checking square leg. The standing umpire was just checking square leg to see it carried. But normally they walk across and check it because it was low down. It definitely went into Smith's gloves, no doubt about that. So an opportunity here for England. We've got Cameron Green coming in, not when it's dark, but in that in-between light at 6 minutes past 6. Stokes bowls and Green taps that away for 4 down towards fine leg. Stokes losing his line a bit there, and Green leg glancing him, and it went very quickly off the bat. Australia's 200 is up. It's come up in very good time as well. It's come up in the sort of time you'd expect England to reach 200, or we've come to expect them to do so. It's 38 overs.
Marnus Labuschagne's final figures 65 from 78 with a 6 and 9 fours. Then he's of 3 phases, 27 off 29 before lunch, then 8 off 29 to begin the second session of the day, then expanded with 30 off his final 20 balls. His 36th score of 50 or more in Test. And you mentioned the speed of Australia's 238 overs. It's the second fastest they've reached 200 against England in Ashes history, beaten only by the 28 overs it took them in Perth 2 weeks ago.
Stokes to skip at the start of his run. Strides out now, down go the slips. He's there and he bowls to Green, who launches into a drive. He's got 4 runs. Slipping away off the face of the bat. It's a great way for Australia to finish the session. Not so for England. Another boundary. And it means that Australia are just 106 runs behind, and Stokes is shaking his head as he walks off. He's mopping his brow with his shirt. A big effort from England's captain. Bowl those overs and chase the ball out in the field and everything else. But you just sometimes feel it's not quite going your way, and that last ball would be really aggravating. It often sets the tone. Often sets the tone. And Green will walk off. He's delighted with that. 22 not out. Steve Smith is 24 not out. And we've got the ground staff coming on from the right, all the television personnel, as well as Ben Stokes leads his team from the field. They're looking a bit weary. He's shaking his head. But, that was a better session.
Well, let's see what's going to happen here. It's 228 for 3. We've had 44 overs only of this Australian innings. The lights are on now and it's darker above, so we are in the night session. And here's Atkinson moving into bowl to Smith, who's 24 not out, and Smith drives, miscue up towards mid-on, and there's no run. Well, Smith says he finds it difficult to pick up the pink ball under lights. Gives his side a great chance. Atkinson bowls, swung away by Green into the onside. It's going out towards the boundary, and it's gone away for 4. Archer can't stop that. It's out towards deep backward square leg, helped on its way. Atkinson still looking for his first wicket of the series. Here's Archer bowling. That's top edge. That's going over the keeper's head. 1 banks for 4. It's a miscue from Steve Smith, but he gets away with it. Takes him on to 29. Archer stands in the middle of the pitch and stares at him. He's yet to get him out in Test cricket.
We've had nothing like a little tickle through to the keeper, like a Crawley. We've had nothing like a waft outside the off stump that gets the edge and caught second slip. It hasn't seemed to have gone our way today. Yeah,
that was unlucky for Archer. It could have gone anywhere, including up in the air, or could have feathered it through, but it went over the keeper's head. Archer bowls, and that's beautifully played. Ramp shot over the slip cordon by Steve Smith. It's gone away for 6 using the pace of Archer. Cleverly played.
Body
6
language.
more.
Body
243 for 3. Smith to 35.
Sorry, mate, the body language doesn't look great from England now. There's a few hands on hips, a few sort of shoulders just sagged there a little bit, didn't he? He just limped back and uppercutted Archer for 6.
Right, hold on. Oh, look, here we go, Toppers.
Oh, I say.
The box of balls is coming out. And you can hear what the Australia supporters think about that. And they go back to the last Ashes series where the ball was changed when at the Oval, when Australia were looking to score around about 370 to win, and they were going quite nicely. I think they might have been in a similar position to this actually. And then they fell away, and Stuart Broad took the last wicket.
Look at that quarter seam. That's where it is. It just sort of eases it. You know, it's not tight on that quarter seam.
Right now, Mr. TV umpire, have you got a new one in there?
Yeah.
A nice new ball. They're having a look through it. I don't know how they. I mean, they just keep picking balls out the box and saying, "What's this one? What about that one?"
It is a bit ridiculous.
Feels
actually.
like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You feel that? I mean, I don't know, but we need to actually talk to the third umpire. Actually, say look, on the change of balls, have you got? Are they all really clear how many overs you've used in each of them?
Is the answer.
Is that right?
Well, in my day, it wasn't. What it used to happen was they sort of like get it, and then they sort of scuff it on the wicket a little bit and sort of go, well, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know. Look at that. Yeah. See, it just.
A bit the middle of the ball's poking.
Yeah, but that's
out,
where the quarter seam comes around there like that, and it just sort of like gets bigger, feels bigger and softer.
Okay, well they changed the ball.
Change your luck.
So is that a bonus ring? Then we're going to find out.
Atkinson's in. This is flicked away through mid-wicket. It's being pursued by Cars. I think he's going to get there. Well, he's diving for it, and has he cut that off? I don't think he has. Crawley has gone to collect a ball that stopped in front of the sponge, but I think that there'll be both a bit of Cars with his hand on the ball, on the sponge, and also I think when he pulled it back, it might have actually just gone back towards where it was before. We're seeing the replay. Oh no, has he done magnificently? Actually, he has. Oh no, he's so unlucky. So when he's pushed the ball back, he's scooped it back, but it's scooped back and he's flicked it onto his right toe as he's lying on the ground, a little bit like a wishbone shape he'd made at that point, and because his body was on the sponge when it hit his toe, that's 4. So he was a bit unlucky there. 264 for 3. Fine shot from Smith, who gets up on his toes, pushes it the offside, takes the single that brings up yet another half century for Steve Smith from 67 balls. He's not often that fruitful in pink ball tests, but he's been really good today. He's very watchful to start with, very skittish as ever, but he's come into his own in this evening session, and he's batted really, really well. It's yet another half century. It's the 80th time he's passed 50. 36 times before that he's gone on to get 100, and that it's ominous signs indeed. He's Steve Smith in an Ashes match on 50.
So short pitch attack coming up as Cars comes in, and what a shot that is. He's just stepped away. He knew what the ball was going to be. He's swung the bat and smashed the ball straight down the ground past the bowler. You want to bowl that to me? Go and get your ball back. Cars again runs up, bowls to Green. He steps away and in through the offside. This is horrible. This is Perth revisited, with the bowler having no option but to bowl this length, and the batsman knowing exactly where the ball's going to be. There's no alternative. This is the problem. There's no alternative for the bowler here, and it's just so predictable. And 7 have come off the first 2 balls of it. Been good shots, but they've got to have some sort of seed of doubt in the batsman's mind that the ball is not going to be short. And he's got to be able to pitch it up, pitch the ball up sometimes. Cast again, bounds in enthusiastically, bowls short, he's swung it away, and it's come for 6. Another, 7-8 yards of boundary, and Pope could have caught that down here at long stop, but it's gone for 6. 13 from 3 balls of this.
291 for 3. And the other thing is Australia have scored at 5 and over. Close on 5 and over. Cass bowls to Green. Fully bowled him! A Yorker. Green stepped away and Cass didn't bowl the short ball. He pitched it up and Cass has made the breakthrough. Green has gone for 45. It's 291 for 4.
Well, is that going to be the Harry Brook moment? Cameron Green's just made a huge error. He's gone that far outside the leg stump when his team are completely controlling the game to gift England a wicket. And as you've just said, you've never got enough. And this game can change very, very quickly. I mean, England they look a bit shocked to me. They look like the legs are not quite with them. They're only 56 overs into this test match, and you look around the field, and for the last half an hour, they've been challenged, and there's been some you're looking down and looking at some tired bodies already. They've only been out there for 56 overs, and Cameron Green has given them a real opening here. If they can get 2 more now before Australia get to England's total. I just look into tomorrow and you think, what we've got an hour and a half left in the day, is play an hour and 23 minutes. What England don't want to happen is for Australia to bat so well and so long that they start their batting tomorrow night.
Yeah, Carey has a look around the field now. For the new player, it's still leg theory, so there are lots of players out on the leg side, and cast bowls, and Carey, is he going to be caught in the gully? No, dropped. It was Duckett coming forward, and he couldn't get his fingers underneath it. That was nearly 2 in 2. And England supporters around the ground have their heads in hands.
Well, did he get to it?
Well, I don't know. It looked as if he did to me. Let's see the replay. We're seeing it now. It was cushioned away. Yeah, he did.
Oh, it's an easy one.
Yeah.
How's he dropped that? Oh, no. I mean, the ball was good, the batting was awful, and then the fielding was...
Yeah. That's the second one England have dropped today. Cast bowls to Carey. Carey forces that away towards deep backward point. There's his first run. Crawley's down there, sends it in. Well, that was so close. It should have been 2 in 2. It just shows you, in a cricket match, how quickly the game can change, especially with the ball. That should have been 5 down. It was a really good ball from Cast. Dug in. It was fended away by Carey. Surprised him. And that's the thing, isn't it? I suppose the pink ball, you come in under lights, just picking it up straight away. And it ballooned in the air, and Duckett, he got his fingers underneath it, and it came out.
Oh, it's got to be taken.
292 for 4. Smith back on strike. Leg theory to him as well. Cast bowls, and Smith helps it on his way. Oh, it's brilliant catch! Oh! What an amazing catch! A backward square leg. It's Will Jacks away to his right-hand side. Smith helping it away into the leg side, and Jacks was there, England leaping around. Are they back in this test match? 2 wickets in the over and a drop catch. And Will Jacks has come up with something special to his right-hand side. Brilliant catch.
Well,
Smith can't believe it.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is as good a catch I think I've ever seen. Oh, my word.
They're just checking it to see whether the ball's on the ground. I think it's fine.
Underneath the ball, thank you.
Oh, it's absolutely fine. That is...
Thank you. Ready with my decision for the big screen.
A piece of incredible movement from Jacks, and he gets it in his right hand at full stretch. And Australia are doing what we usually see England do with the batting hand. make error after error. And now the game's back on.
Smith's out for 61. He has to drag himself off, the slowest walk-off imaginable. Jacks taking it in one hand at backwards square leg.
Look at Brydon Carsey's figures. He's bowled 12.4 overs, 3 for 97.
I mean, you could say he should have 4, but of course, if Carey had been out, then you have a different configuration. But, well, what a dramatic over. The most dramatic over of the day. We've had a few today with some high-scoring overs.
That is an incredible catch. He's running at full pelt, and the ball's going quickly. And it's about head high, and he's just kind of flung himself, and it's behind him. How it's stuck in that right hand is incredible.
Well, what a moment for him.
Well, we have a test match now.
Stokes from the Stanley Street end. into bowl to Carey, who comes down the pitch and then hits this over Duckett in the gully down to the boundary before. Well, that was a sketchy one.
Oh, they've been following. They've been watching the Bazballers. It's an intriguing approach that Australia have gone for. I mean, they've played so well today, Australia, until the last, 20 minutes?
Sliced away to Duckett's right, but he went at it hard. It flashed past Duckett in the gully. Coming down the pitch there, Carey. 296 for 5.
And Stokes in once again. Oh, that's been cut away off a thick edge before, about 2 yards to the right of Harry Brook at second slip.
Did Harry Brook not see it?
Well, he didn't move.
Did not move a millimetre, did he?
No. I don't think he realistically could have caught it, but it wasn't very far from him. It was exactly where third slip would have been if there was one. Just trying to see, it's a hard top edge. Yeah, it really wasn't far away at all.
It went quick, but he wasn't ready for it, Brook there.
Now Brook is sort of slightly edged, maybe 5 or 6 inches to his right after that ball's gone.
He didn't even go and pick it up, did he?
No, I think it was very kindly held back by a cameraman. 320 for 5. The deficit now just 14. Stokes in, driving, square of the wicket, out towards the boundary. It's going to get there. Very full, more than a squirt for that from Inglis. It's a shot of some authority, takes him to 19. The score to 24 for 5, which is 10 runs now behind.
Stokes moves in, bowls. They bowled him! And look at Inglis there, he's suggesting that kept low. He's ripped the middle stump out.
Yeah.
Duckett's drop doesn't matter anymore. And Ben Stokes has bowled Inglis for 23. The 6th wicket goes down. Australia 5 runs behind. They're running out of batsmen. And did this keep as low as Inglis suggested? That's the question. Just looking at it, nah.
It did hit something. It kept a little bit low and jagged back. So the wicket is doing something.
It wasn't a shooter, though, was it?
No, it wasn't a shooter. But to me, that just highlights how important that wicket of Green was.
Yep.
And the timing of it.
Yep.
You know, if Green was still out there with Smith now and batting well, completely different game. But now England are right back in this game.
England supporters urging on Ben Stokes. He's on his way. He's running towards us. Bowls to Nisa, who's hit on the pad. Appeal for leg before wicket. That looks good. Oh, he's showing his bat. Nisa showed his bat to the umpire. It's been given not out. Stokes is saying, was it too high? There's all sorts of confusion out there. Nisa showed him his bat.
Well, no, everyone's saying bat. Archer came in and said bat.
Nisa showed his bat.
They might as well do it. They've got plenty.
They are reviewing it. They are reviewing it. I think it's the first one, but it did look good from here. But Nisa's showing his bat.
We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I checked the fit. It's a fair delivery. Front on tees.
Agers, we're in a terrible position to say if it's out or not.
This looked good, didn't it? A planted front foot. For now, here's the last ball of the second day. Archer runs in. He bowls the right-handed Nisa, who comes forward as solid as he like. Plays the ball out to Cass, who picks it up and thinks, oh, what might have been had he caught in that one at cover. And Nisa only had a handful. It wasn't to be. 378 for 6. Nisa 15 not out. Alex Carey dropped twice. 46 not out.